Ladies and gentlemen, there is a power that resides within each of us, a power that can transform our lives, overcome the greatest obstacles, and shape our future. It is not physical strength we are talking about, nor is it the strength of wealth, status, or external circumstances. It is the strength of the mind. The secret of becoming mentally strong is not hidden in some elusive formula or mystical practice. It is, in fact, rooted in a simple truth. You are the architect of your own destiny. Everything you will ever achieve, every challenge you will ever overcome, begins in the mind. The power of the mind is not just a concept, it is a reality. Your thoughts are the seeds from which your actions grow. Your beliefs shape the way you see the world, and your perspective determines your potential. If you believe you are limited, you will be. If you believe you can conquer the world, nothing can stop you. But in order to unlock this power, we must first know ourselves. Self-awareness is the first step toward mental strength. You cannot change what you do not understand. So take time to reflect on who you are, what you truly desire, and what you stand for. Understand your fears and your limitations, but do not allow them to define you. Instead, let them inform your growth. You see, it is not the challenges that break us. It is our response to the challenges. Life will never be without obstacles. There will always be difficulties, setbacks, and failures. But mental strength is not measured by how well you avoid hardship. It is measured by how well you respond when life knocks you down. Embrace those challenges as opportunities to rise higher, to learn more, and to become more than you were yesterday. Now, let's talk about resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. You see, failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. There is no victory without struggle. Resilience is built by facing life's storms with courage, learning from them, and emerging stronger on the other side. It is the unwavering belief that no matter how many times you fall, you have the power to rise again. But resilience cannot exist in a vacuum. You must be anchored by purpose. Purpose is what drives you forward when everything else seems to be falling apart. Without a clear purpose, you are like a ship adrift at sea, lost and without direction. When you know why you are here, when you have a clear understanding of your mission, your mind becomes your most powerful ally. Purpose will give you the focus and strength to push through any trial. But purpose is only the beginning. Your mind must also be disciplined. It is said that discipline equals freedom. Mental strength is not about being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. It's about having the power to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It is the ability to make the right choices day in and day out, even when the road is hard. Discipline allows you to control your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, giving you the freedom to achieve your goals. Now, this leads us to another crucial point: positive thinking. Some may call it optimism, but true positive thinking is not about wearing rose-colored glasses. It's about choosing to see every situation as a chance to grow. It's the belief that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn will surely come. Positive thinking is a choice you make daily, a decision to focus on the possibilities, not the limitations. And then there is emotional intelligence, the ability to manage your emotions and understand the emotions of others. Mental strength isn't just about controlling your thoughts, it's about understanding and controlling your emotional reactions, especially when faced with stress or adversity. When you master your emotions, you become unshakable. You no longer allow external circumstances to dictate your inner peace. You choose how you respond to the world around you. The most important secret of all: belief in yourself. Nothing will ever be possible if you do not believe in your own potential. You must believe that you are worthy of success, that you have the power to overcome any obstacle, and that your dreams are achievable. It is this belief that fuels your perseverance, propels you forward, and keeps you moving toward your goals, no matter how difficult the journey. The secret to becoming mentally strong lies not in avoiding challenges, but in embracing them with an unwavering belief in yourself. It lies in the understanding that your thoughts create your world, that resilience is built through failure, and that mental strength is rooted in purpose, discipline, and emotional intelligence. As you leave here today, remember your mind is your greatest asset. Strengthen it, train it, and use it to create the life you desire. The power is in your hands. The only question is, will you take control? The mind is an extraordinary tool, a gateway to every success and every failure we experience. It holds within it the potential for greatness and the capacity for limitation. What we achieve in life, the level of our success, and even how we perceive the world around us are all determined by the way we think. Our thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they shape our actions, our habits, and ultimately our destiny. Think about it. Every invention, every creation, every breakthrough in history began as a thought in someone's mind. Whether it's the discovery of electricity or the development of the internet, it all started with a spark of thought. Likewise, every obstacle, every fear, every limiting belief we face also begins in the mind. The mind is the birthplace of both our victories and our struggles. The power of the mind is not just in its ability to imagine or dream, but in its capacity to influence our behavior and the way we navigate the world. If we believe we are capable of something, our actions align with that belief, and doors open to opportunities we never thought possible. But if we doubt ourselves, if we see obstacles as insurmountable or failures as permanent, our actions will reflect that fear, and we'll find ourselves stuck in a cycle of self-set with those limitations. In fact, the mind is so powerful that it doesn't just react to the external world, it creates the lens through which we interpret that world. What one person sees as a challenge, another sees as an opportunity. What one person views as a failure, another sees as a lesson. Our mindset shapes our experience of reality, and as we become aware of this power, we can begin to consciously direct our thoughts in ways that empower us instead of holding us back. A powerful mind is not just one that is focused and disciplined, it is one that understands its own ability to influence the course of its life. A strong mind does not wait for things to happen, it makes things happen. It doesn't wait for the world to change, it changes itself first, knowing that when it does, the world will respond in kind. The most remarkable thing about the mind's power is that it is not limited to a select few. Every single person has access to it. Every thought, every belief, and every decision you make is a reflection of the power of your mind. You have the ability to change your thoughts, and by doing so, change your world. But this power comes with responsibility. If you want to tap into the full potential of your mind, you must first take control of your thoughts. You must guard your mind against negativity, doubt, and fear. What you allow into your mind will shape who you become. If you fill your mind with empowering beliefs and affirmations, you will begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. If you train your mind to remain positive and focused, even in the face of adversity, you will develop a mental strength that cannot be shaken. The mind's power is not a passive force, it is an active one. It requires constant nurturing, discipline, and awareness. Like any tool, it must be honed and sharpened. The more you consciously shape your thoughts, the more powerful your mind becomes. And the more powerful your mind becomes, the more control you have over your life. The key to mastering the mind's power lies in understanding that it is not the external world that determines your success or failure, it is the way you choose to think about that world. When you learn to direct the power of your mind toward positive, purposeful thoughts, you unlock the door to a life filled with possibilities. Mastering your thoughts is the cornerstone of mental strength. It is the ability to take control of the constant flow of ideas and emotions that pass through your mind and direct them in ways that serve your highest good. The mind is naturally busy. Thoughts come and go, often uninvited, drifting from one thing to the next. If left unchecked, these thoughts can control you, influencing your decisions, your actions, and even how you view yourself. The key to becoming mentally strong is learning how to shape and govern these thoughts rather than letting them govern you. At the core of mastering your thoughts is the understanding that you have the power to choose which thoughts to entertain and which ones to dismiss. Thoughts are like seeds. The ones you nurture will grow, and the ones you ignore will wither away. If you allow negative, self-defeating thoughts to take root in your mind, they will manifest in your actions, creating a cycle of doubt, fear, and stagnation. However, if you consciously choose to focus on empowering thoughts that uplift you, challenge you, and inspire you, you create the conditions for success, growth, and resilience. This process begins with awareness. You must first become aware of the thoughts that are passing through your mind, especially the negative ones that undermine your confidence and hold you back. Acknowledge them without judgment, and then take conscious action to replace them with positive alternatives. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, immediately challenge that thought and replace it with, I am capable of overcoming this challenge. The more you practice this, the stronger your mind becomes. As you learn to redirect your thoughts toward constructive and empowering outcomes. Mastering your thoughts also involves managing your inner dialogue. The way you talk to yourself influences how you feel and how you perform. If your inner dialogue is filled with criticism, doubt, and fear, it will chip away at your mental strength. However, if you speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and faith in your abilities, you will cultivate a mindset that is resilient, positive, and focused on growth. This positive self-talk is not about blind optimism, but about believing in your capacity to handle challenges, to learn from mistakes, and to keep moving forward despite setbacks. Mastering your thoughts requires discipline. It's not enough to simply recognize and replace negative thoughts when they appear. You must consistently reinforce positive thought patterns over time. This takes intentional effort and practice. Meditation, mindfulness, and affirmations are all powerful tools for strengthening your mental focus and clarity. They help to quiet the noise in your mind and create space for intentional, purposeful thoughts to take root. Mastering your thoughts is about aligning your thinking with your values and goals. It's about consciously choosing thoughts that move you closer to the person you want to become and the life you want to live. By training your mind to focus on what is good, possible, and within your control, you gain the power to overcome obstacles, achieve your goals, and maintain peace of mind in even the most challenging circumstances. Embracing challenges as opportunities is one of the most powerful shifts you can make in your journey toward mental strength. It is a mindset that transforms every obstacle, every setback, and every difficulty into a stepping stone for personal growth and achievement. Too often we see challenges as threats, as burdens that drain our energy or make our goals harder to reach. But in reality, challenges are the very things that shape us, teach us, and help us grow stronger. The truth is, life is full of challenges. No one is exempt from adversity, whether it's in our personal lives, careers, or relationships. But here's the key: challenges are not inherently negative. They are neither a punishment nor a roadblock to success. In fact, they are opportunities in disguise. Every challenge holds within it a lesson, an opportunity for growth, and a chance to expand our capabilities. The difference between those who become mentally strong and those who don't is in how they approach and respond to challenges. When you embrace challenges as opportunities, you begin to see obstacles as the training ground for your future success. Instead of shrinking back or avoiding difficulty, you lean into it, knowing that the discomfort and struggle are temporary, but the strength you gain from facing it head-on will last a lifetime. The mentally strong person doesn't run from adversity. They face it, learn from it, and use it as fuel to propel themselves forward. They understand that every challenge is an invitation to become a better version of themselves. Take, for example, the process of building muscle. When you work out, you push your body to its limits, subjecting it to strain and resistance. In the moment, it's painful, uncomfortable, and exhausting. But it's only through that struggle that your muscles grow stronger. The same principle applies to the mind. Every challenge, every problem, and every setback is a form of resistance that helps you grow mentally and emotionally. The more you embrace these moments, the more resilient you become. This perspective shift also allows you to maintain a positive attitude even in difficult times. Instead of becoming discouraged by obstacles, you begin to ask yourself, what can I learn from this, or how can this experience help me grow? This mindset opens the door to creativity, innovation, and new possibilities. It transforms challenges from something to fear into something to be grateful for, because they are the very experiences that push you toward your potential. By embracing challenges, you build self-confidence. Every time you confront a difficulty and overcome it, you prove to yourself that you are capable, resourceful, and resilient. This reinforces the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way, no matter how difficult it seems. It creates a cycle of empowerment where each challenge builds your confidence and prepares you for even greater challenges in the future. The most successful and mentally strong individuals are not those who avoid difficulty or never experience failure. They are the ones who embrace challenges, learn from them, and rise stronger every time. They understand that life's greatest lessons often come not when things are easy, but when things are hard. When you begin to view challenges as opportunities for growth, you start seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the creator of your own success. Every challenge you face is a chance to unlock a new level of mental strength. It's a chance to deepen your understanding of yourself, to sharpen your skills, and to develop the resilience needed to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. Embrace challenges not as barriers to your success, but as the building blocks that will help you reach new heights. Developing emotional resilience is a fundamental aspect of becoming mentally strong. It is the ability to withstand, adapt to, and recover from difficult situations, whether they're setbacks, disappointments, or emotional challenges. Life is full of emotional ups and downs. But the key to resilience is not about avoiding these emotional experiences, but rather learning how to navigate them with grace, wisdom, and strength. At its core, emotional resilience is about how you respond to adversity rather than simply reacting to it. It's normal to feel anger, frustration, sadness, or fear when life gets tough. These emotions are natural responses to challenging circumstances, and it's important to acknowledge and accept them. However, emotional resilience involves developing the ability to manage these emotions instead of letting them control you. It's about creating the space between the stimulus, the challenge or setback, and your response so that you can choose how to act thoughtfully rather than impulsively. One of the key elements of emotional resilience is self-awareness. This means becoming in tune with your emotions and recognizing how they influence your thoughts, actions, and decisions. When you're self-aware, you can identify when you are feeling overwhelmed or triggered, and you can take a step back before reacting. This pause allows you to process the emotion, assess the situation more clearly, and decide how to respond in a way that aligns with your long-term goals and values, rather than just your immediate feelings. Another important component of emotional resilience is self-compassion. It's easy to beat yourself up when things don't go as planned, to feel like you failed or that you're not good enough. But emotional resilience is built on the foundation of being kind and understanding with yourself, especially during difficult times. It's about recognizing that everyone faces struggles, and setbacks don't define who you are. They are simply part of the journey. Practicing self-compassion allows you to bounce back from emotional setbacks more quickly, because you are not trapped in a cycle of self-criticism or shame. Instead, you allow yourself the grace to learn from mistakes and move forward stronger. Equally important is managing stress. Stress is a natural part of life, but when left unchecked, it can overwhelm your emotions and cloud your judgment. Developing emotional resilience means finding ways to manage stress effectively so it doesn't undermine your mental strength. This could involve regular exercise, mindfulness practices, deep breathing, or simply taking time for rest and recovery. By building healthy coping mechanisms, you can prevent stress from escalating and taking over your emotional state. Emotional resilience also requires a positive outlook. It's easy to become disheartened when things go wrong, but the emotionally resilient individual understands that every setback is temporary and that difficult times are often followed by periods of growth and renewal. They maintain a sense of hope and optimism, not because they deny the challenges they face, but because they trust that they are capable of navigating through them. This positive outlook empowers them to see the potential for growth and new opportunities, even in adversity. An important aspect of emotional resilience is adaptability. Life rarely unfolds exactly the way we expect, and sometimes we're forced to pivot or adjust our plans. Being emotionally resilient means being flexible enough to change course when necessary without becoming discouraged or rigid in your thinking. Resilient individuals can accept that things don't always go as planned, and rather than resisting change, they embrace it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This flexibility allows them to remain strong in the face of uncertainty and to keep moving forward no matter how unexpected or challenging the circumstances may be. Developing emotional resilience also involves building a strong support system. While resilience is an internal strength, it's also supported by external factors like the relationships we cultivate. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage you, support you, and believe in your strength can be an incredible source of resilience. These connections can help you gain perspective during tough times and offer emotional support when you need it most. It's important to not isolate yourself when facing challenges, but to reach out to others for help, guidance, or even just a listening ear. Emotional resilience is about growth. Each emotional challenge you face is an opportunity for you to build your emotional strength. When you confront difficulties with resilience, you grow stronger in your ability to handle future challenges. You develop a deeper sense of emotional intelligence, learning more about your own emotional triggers, strengths, and weaknesses. Over time, as you continue to face and overcome life's challenges, your emotional resilience becomes an internal resource that you can rely on to navigate any situation. In short, developing emotional resilience is about training yourself to face life's storms with strength and poise. It's about learning to manage your emotions rather than letting them manage you, and using every emotional experience as a lesson in growth. The more resilient you become, the more you realize that your emotional landscape does not have to be dictated by circumstances. You are in charge of how you respond, and with each challenge you embrace, you build the mental and emotional strength to weather whatever comes your way. Building a positive inner dialogue is one of the most powerful tools in strengthening your mind and shaping your life. Your inner dialogue, the thoughts and conversations you have with yourself on a daily basis, forms the foundation of how you perceive yourself, how you approach challenges, and how you interact with the world. The quality of this dialogue directly impacts your confidence, your emotional resilience, and your ability to overcome obstacles. In short, your thoughts become your reality. A positive inner dialogue doesn't come naturally to everyone. Many of us are conditioned by past experiences, societal pressures, and internalized doubts that create negative, self-defeating thoughts. We may tell ourselves things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I always mess things up. These negative thought patterns can create a self-fulfilling prophecy, where you start to believe that failure or inadequacy is inevitable, even before you take action. The first step in building a positive inner dialogue is to become aware of your thoughts. You cannot change what you're not aware of. Pay attention to the messages you tell yourself throughout the day. Are they empowering or are they self-critical? Do they encourage growth or do they reinforce fear and doubt? Once you begin to observe your inner dialogue, you can start to identify the negative patterns that need to be addressed. After awareness comes intention. The goal is not to eliminate all negative thoughts completely, because that's nearly impossible, but to intentionally replace them with more constructive, positive ones. For example, when you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough to achieve that, replace it with, I am capable, and I have the ability to learn and grow. When you think this is too hard, I can't do it. Change it to, this challenge will help me grow stronger, and I am committed to pushing through. By making this shift, you consciously begin to rewire your brain to adopt a mindset of confidence and possibility. One powerful technique for building a positive inner dialogue is the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive present tense statements that reinforce your self-worth, abilities, and potential. They are like seeds that you plant in your subconscious, nurturing your confidence and aligning your mindset with your goals. For example, you could use affirmations like, I am worthy of success, I have everything I need to succeed, or I handle challenges with strength and wisdom. Repeating these affirmations daily, especially when you're facing self-doubt or fear, helps to override negative programming and strengthens your belief in your own potential. Building a positive inner dialogue also requires practicing self-compassion. Too often we speak to ourselves in ways we would never speak to a friend. When you make a mistake, do you criticize yourself harshly? Or do you approach the situation with kindness and understanding? Developing a positive inner dialogue means treating yourself with the same care and encouragement you would offer someone you love. Instead of saying, I'm such a failure, you might say, I made a mistake, but that's okay. I can learn from this and do better next time. By being compassionate with yourself, you create a more nurturing and supportive internal environment. Challenge your limiting beliefs. Often our inner dialogue is shaped by beliefs we've carried with us for years, beliefs that tell us we're not good enough, not capable enough, or not deserving of success. These beliefs can be deeply ingrained, but they are not facts. They are simply stories we've been telling ourselves. To build a positive inner dialogue, you must actively challenge these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering truths. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? And what evidence do I have that contradicts this belief? By questioning your negative beliefs and reframing them, you shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. Gratitude is another essential element in cultivating a positive inner dialogue. Focusing on what you're thankful for shifts your mindset from scarcity and lack to abundance and positivity. When you're feeling discouraged or overwhelmed, take a moment to reflect on the things in your life that bring you joy and fulfillment. You can even make it a daily practice to write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negative thinking, and when you train your mind to focus on the positive, you create a strong, resilient inner dialogue that supports your growth and success. Remember that building a positive inner dialogue is a process. It takes time, consistency, and patience. It's easy to slip into old patterns of negative self-talk, especially when faced with challenges. But the more you practice replacing those thoughts with positive affirmations, self-compassion, and empowering beliefs, the more natural and automatic it becomes. Over time, your inner dialogue will shift from one of self-doubt to one of self-assurance, and you'll find yourself facing challenges with a mindset that is not only optimistic but also focused and solution-oriented. A positive inner dialogue is not about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about changing the way you relate to yourself and your circumstances, choosing to see yourself as capable, resilient, and worthy of success, no matter the obstacles in your path. The words you speak to yourself shape your experience of life. So make them words that empower you to rise above your doubts and step boldly into your potential. Self-discipline is one of the most critical elements in the development of mental strength. It is the ability to stay focused on your long-term goals and to take consistent action, even when faced with distractions, temptations, or difficulties. Self-discipline is often what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. Not because the successful person is inherently more talented or fortunate, but because they are willing to do what needs to be done, regardless of how they feel in the moment. At its core, self-discipline is about delayed gratification. It's the ability to prioritize your long-term vision over short-term pleasures. In a world full of instant gratification, whether it's social media, entertainment, or other distractions, it's easy to give in to the temptation of what feels good right now. But self-discipline requires the mental strength to resist those temptations and stay focused on what matters most. It's the ability to keep your eyes on the bigger picture and take steps every day, even when those steps may feel small, tedious, or uncomfortable. Consider the analogy of planting seeds. You don't see the fruit of your labor immediately, but with consistent care and attention, over time your efforts will bear fruit. Self-discipline is the watering and nurturing of your goals, even when the process seems slow or progress feels unseen. It is about committing to the journey, knowing that consistency is the key to unlocking success in any area of life. One of the main reasons people struggle with self-discipline is the battle between the immediate and the delayed. In the short term, it may feel easier to give in to distractions, procrastinate, or take the easy route. But every time you give in to the immediate gratification, you reinforce a habit of weakness. On the other hand, when you exercise self-discipline, when you push yourself to do what needs to be done, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient, you build a habit of strength, resilience, and determination. Over time, this becomes a part of who you are. Self-discipline also involves creating and sticking to routines. Successful people often attribute their success to the routines they've cultivated over time. Whether it's a morning routine that sets a positive tone for the day, a workout routine that builds physical strength, or a work routine that fosters productivity, routines help to create structure and consistency. They eliminate the need to make decisions about what to do next and help you stay focused on your objectives. The key here is that routines provide the framework for discipline to flourish. Another crucial aspect of self-discipline is learning how to deal with temptation and distractions. Life is full of distractions, and the stronger your discipline, the more effectively you can resist them. It's not about trying to eliminate all distractions, which is nearly impossible, but about learning to manage them. This could mean setting boundaries with your time, limiting exposure to social media, or creating an environment that helps you stay focused on the task at hand. It's about recognizing when distractions are pulling you off course and having the mental strength to steer yourself back to your purpose. Self-discipline is also about accountability. Holding yourself accountable to your commitments, even when no one is watching, is a sign of true mental strength. You may not always feel motivated to work on your goals, but self-discipline doesn't rely on motivation alone. It relies on a commitment to doing what's necessary regardless of how you feel in the moment. One way to strengthen accountability is to share your goals with others so that they can support you and check in on your progress. Alternatively, tracking your progress yourself, setting small milestones, and celebrating small wins can help you stay on track and maintain discipline. Importantly, self-discipline doesn't mean being rigid or unyielding. It's about having the flexibility to adjust when necessary. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things won't go as planned. Mental strength comes from the ability to adapt your course of action while maintaining discipline in your overall approach. If you fail or face setbacks, it's not about beating yourself up, but rather learning from those experiences and moving forward with renewed determination. Self-discipline is a practice, not a one-time achievement. It's something you have to work at every single day. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And with time, the more natural it feels to stay committed to your goals, even when faced with challenges or distractions. Mental strength is built on a foundation of self-discipline. And when you learn to make disciplined choices, when you prioritize your future self over temporary comforts, you begin to unlock your true potential. In every area of life, whether it's your health, career, relationships, or personal growth, self-discipline is the glue that holds your aspirations together. It's the inner force that propels you towards success, even when the road gets tough. By consistently exercising self-discipline, you not only achieve your goals, but also cultivate the mental fortitude to face any challenge with confidence and resilience. Overcoming fear and doubt is a critical component of developing mental strength and resilience. Fear and doubt are universal experiences, but how you respond to them can significantly impact your success, happiness, and overall well-being. These emotions often arise when we face uncertainty, challenges, or the possibility of failure. They can stop us in our tracks, cloud our judgment, and hold us back from reaching our potential. But the key to becoming mentally strong is not to eliminate fear and doubt. They are natural human responses, but to learn how to navigate and overcome them. At the heart of fear is often the fear of the unknown. We fear what we cannot control, what we cannot predict, and what might happen in the future. Our minds can create worst-case scenarios that feel very real, even though they haven't yet occurred. The reality is that fear is often rooted in imagination. It is the brain's way of trying to protect us from harm, but it can also keep us trapped in a state of inaction. To overcome fear, we must first acknowledge it. Fear loses its power when we face it directly. Instead of avoiding or suppressing the feeling, we can observe it without judgment and ask ourselves, what am I truly afraid of? When you bring clarity to your fear, you can see it for what it really is, a feeling, not a reality. The first step in overcoming fear is to reframe it. Rather than seeing fear as something that holds you back, begin to view it as a signal that you're on the edge of growth or something important. When you feel fear, it often means you're stepping outside your comfort zone and into new territory, whether it's taking a risk, trying something new, or facing a challenge. Growth happens at the edges of discomfort. When you start to perceive fear as a sign that you are growing, it loses its grip over you. Fear becomes an ally in your journey rather than an obstacle. When you embrace fear as part of the process, it can propel you forward instead of paralyzing you. Doubt often accompanies fear, and it is the voice in your head that questions your abilities, your worth, and your potential. Doubt can be particularly insidious because it chips away at your confidence, making you question your decisions and your self-worth. But just like fear, doubt is not a fact, it is an emotion, a belief that you are not capable or worthy of success. The key to overcoming doubt is to challenge it head-on. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that proves this doubt to be true? More often than not, the evidence will show that your doubts are unfounded. You may have succeeded in similar situations before, or you may have the skills and resources needed to succeed now, even if you can't yet see the full picture. One way to combat doubt is to replace it with certainty. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, train your mind to focus on what could go right. Reframe your thinking by asking questions like, what if this works? Or what if I succeed beyond my expectations? By shifting your focus from the negative to the positive, you begin to foster a mindset of possibility and self-belief. Self-doubt thrives when we entertain negative thoughts, but it diminishes when we reinforce empowering beliefs. It's also important to recognize that perfectionism can fuel both fear and doubt. The desire to do things flawlessly often creates a fear of making mistakes or failing, and the fear of failure can lead to self-doubt. But perfectionism is a trap. Nobody achieves success without mistakes, setbacks, or failures along the way. In fact, failure is often the greatest teacher, providing the feedback necessary to grow and improve. Overcoming fear and doubt involves embracing imperfection, taking bold actions despite the possibility of failure, and learning from mistakes along the way. When you remove the pressure of needing to be perfect, you free yourself to take risks and make progress without the paralyzing fear of doing something wrong. Another important strategy for overcoming fear and doubt is visualization. Visualization is the practice of vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals or succeeding in difficult situations. By visualizing your success, you create a mental image of your desired outcome, which can increase your confidence and reduce anxiety. When you consistently visualize your success, you program your mind to believe that success is not only possible but inevitable. This builds inner strength and reduces the power of doubt. Positive self-talk plays a vital role in overcoming both fear and doubt. The way you speak to yourself in moments of uncertainty can either strengthen or weaken your resolve. If you listen to negative self-talk, such as "I'm not good enough" or "I can't do this," fear and doubt will continue to hold you back. Instead, counteract negative thoughts with affirmations and encouraging statements like, "I am capable, I trust myself to figure this out," or "I have overcome challenges before and I can do it again." Repeating these empowering thoughts shifts your internal dialogue, replacing fear and doubt with self-confidence and determination. Building mental strength in the face of fear and doubt also involves taking action. Often we stay stuck in our fears and doubts because we avoid taking the first step. But action is the antidote to fear. When you take action, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable and that the fear and doubt don't have to control you. Taking action is a way of moving through the fear and gaining momentum. The more you take action, the more confident and courageous you become, and the less power fear and doubt will have over you. It's essential to develop resilience. Overcoming fear and doubt is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process of facing challenges, learning from them, and growing stronger each time. Resilience allows you to bounce back from setbacks, maintain your focus, and keep moving forward despite the inevitable doubts and fears that will arise. When you build resilience, you learn that fear and doubt are not permanent obstacles, but temporary feelings that can be overcome with persistence and determination. Overcoming fear and doubt is a journey of transformation. It's about shifting your mindset, taking action despite the discomfort, and consistently challenging the beliefs that hold you back. Fear and doubt will always be part of life, but with the right strategies and a resilient mindset, you can navigate through them and use them as fuel for your growth. When you choose to face fear head-on rather than running from it, you unlock your true potential and discover that you are far more capable than you ever believed. Cultivating patience and persistence is essential to developing mental strength and achieving lasting success. In a world where instant gratification and rapid results are often the norms, patience and persistence might seem like rare qualities. However, these two virtues are often the secret ingredients that differentiate those who achieve their goals from those who give up along the way. Patience is the ability to wait for something important to unfold without losing heart or becoming frustrated. It is understanding that progress takes time and that the road to success is rarely a straight line. Life is filled with setbacks, delays, and challenges that can try our resolve. Patience allows you to endure through these times, maintaining your focus on the long-term goal while accepting that everything unfolds in its own time. It's the understanding that success doesn't come overnight and that great things require steady effort and a willingness to endure through difficult moments. In today's fast-paced world, we often expect things to happen quickly. We want results, promotions, success, and growth to come fast, but the reality is that most meaningful achievements take time. Building a successful business, writing a book, mastering a skill, or developing a deep relationship are all long-term investments of time and energy. Patience helps you avoid frustration when things don't happen as quickly as you like. It teaches you to trust the process, to stay the course even when progress seems slow or invisible. Instead of being discouraged by setbacks, those who practice patience are able to see them as part of the journey, knowing that each challenge builds resilience and adds value to the process. Persistence, on the other hand, is the ability to keep going when things get tough, when you face failure, or when you encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable. Persistence is about staying committed to your goals, even in the face of adversity. It's the willingness to keep moving forward when you feel tired, discouraged, or defeated. It's the mindset that says, no matter what, I will not quit. While patience allows you to wait for results, persistence is the drive that pushes you to continue your efforts, regardless of how difficult the path may seem. The power of persistence lies in its ability to keep you moving, even when success seems distant. It's about continuing to take action one step at a time, even when the road is rocky. Every time you persist, even when the outcome is uncertain, you build strength and resilience. Persistence is not about avoiding failure, but rather about understanding that failure is simply a stepping stone on the path to success. Those who succeed are often not the ones who never fail, but the ones who keep trying after every setback. One of the challenges many face in cultivating patience and persistence is maintaining motivation over time. When progress feels slow, or when we don't see immediate results from our hard work, it's easy to feel discouraged. The key to staying motivated is to remember why you started in the first place. Keep your vision in mind, the big picture of what you are working toward. Whether your goal is personal, professional, or a combination of both, remind yourself of the purpose behind your efforts. Write down your why and keep it visible so you can refer to it during moments of doubt. This can reignite your passion and commitment, especially when things feel stagnant. Patience and persistence also require self-discipline. Self-discipline helps you stay on track even when distractions or temptations arise. It's about making consistent choices that align with your long-term goals rather than being swayed by short-term desires. The more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes to maintain your focus, take necessary actions, and stay patient during the process. Self-discipline is the foundation that allows both patience and persistence to thrive. It's important to also understand that cultivating patience and persistence does not mean staying in situations that are harmful or unproductive. It doesn't mean holding on to a goal or project that no longer serves you or that you've outgrown. It means knowing when to persevere through challenges and when it's time to pivot or adjust your course. Mental strength involves wisdom, knowing when to push forward and when to change direction. Persistence should be paired with discernment, ensuring that your efforts are aligned with your true goals and values. Another essential aspect of developing patience and persistence is celebrating progress, no matter how small. Many people are so focused on the end goal that they forget to acknowledge the growth that happens along the way. Taking time to celebrate the small wins, the incremental improvements, and the lessons learned along the journey helps keep you motivated and reminds you that every effort counts. These moments of acknowledgement provide you with the emotional fuel to keep going. It's important to develop mental resilience in the face of challenges. Life is rarely easy, and you will encounter setbacks, obstacles, and failures. But the stronger your mental resilience, the better you will be able to handle adversity. Resilience is built through practice by confronting challenges head-on and developing the mindset that you can rise above difficulties. When you are resilient, you don't let failure define you or stop you. Instead, you use it as a lesson to adjust and move forward. Patience and persistence are two sides of the same coin. Patience is about trusting the process, remaining calm during times of uncertainty, and waiting for the right moment. Persistence is about showing up, putting in the work, and continuing forward even when things aren't progressing as quickly as you hoped. Together, these qualities empower you to overcome any obstacles, achieve your long-term goals, and become a person of strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment. In a world that often emphasizes quick results and instant gratification, patience and persistence are not just valuable, they are revolutionary. They are the quiet forces that, over time, shape extraordinary success. When you learn to cultivate these qualities in your own life, you tap into a wellspring of inner strength that will carry you through the challenges and help you realize your full potential. The power of focus and clarity cannot be overstated when it comes to developing mental strength and achieving success in any area of life. In a world filled with distractions, competing demands, and constant noise, maintaining focus and clarity is one of the most valuable skills you can cultivate. Focus and clarity allow you to direct your energy and efforts with precision, making sure that every action you take moves you closer to your goals. Focus is the ability to zero in on what matters most, to block out distractions and remain engaged in the task at hand. It's about dedicating your attention to what will yield the greatest results and avoiding the temptation to scatter your energy across multiple, less important activities. The ability to focus requires intentionality. It's not just about working harder, but working smarter, consciously choosing to spend your time, energy, and resources on what will move you forward in the most significant way. Focus helps you remain undistracted and avoid getting sidetracked by tasks, ideas, or concerns that don't contribute to your long-term objectives. In today's hyper-connected world, focus is increasingly difficult to maintain. Constant notifications, social media updates, and multitasking create a constant stream of distractions that pull our attention away from what truly matters. But mental strength is built on the ability to resist these distractions and stay anchored in the present moment. By practicing focus, you develop the capacity to ignore the noise and devote your mental energy to the task or goal that is most important to you. Whether it's focusing on a project, a relationship, a health goal, or a personal passion, focus allows you to make meaningful progress step by step. The practice of focus also involves prioritizing. The more you clarify your goals and values, the better you can identify where to focus your efforts. Not every task deserves your attention. Focus means saying no to things that do not align with your vision or purpose. It's about choosing your battles and dedicating your time and energy to those endeavors that will move you closer to where you want to go. As you develop this ability, you'll find that your productivity and effectiveness increase, and the sense of overwhelm you may have once felt diminishes. Clarity, on the other hand, is the mental state of having a clear understanding of what you want to achieve and how to get there. Without clarity, even the most focused efforts can feel aimless or misguided. Clarity helps you define your purpose, set clear goals, and establish a path forward. It's about knowing exactly what success looks like, breaking it down into actionable steps, and keeping your eyes on the prize. Clarity allows you to see the big picture and recognize how the small, daily actions you take fit into that larger vision. When you lack clarity, it's easy to feel uncertain, overwhelmed, or stuck. You may know that you want to achieve something, but without a clear vision of how to do it, you can become paralyzed by indecision or confusion. On the other hand, when you have clarity, you feel empowered. You know what to do, when to do it, and why it matters. Clarity is what gives you the confidence to take action, knowing that every step you take is a step toward fulfilling your purpose. To achieve clarity, you must first take the time to define your goals and values. What is most important to you? What are you working toward? Without answering these questions, you may find yourself pulled in many different directions, unsure of which choice is the right one. Clarity comes from understanding your deeper motivations, your long-term vision, and aligning your actions with those ideals. It's the process of trimming away the unnecessary and focusing on what truly matters. Once you've gained this clarity, you can then set measurable, achievable goals and chart a path to reach them. It's also important to note that focus and clarity are interconnected. You can have clarity about what you want, but without focus, you won't be able to make meaningful progress. On the other hand, you can be focused on something, but if you don't have clarity on what that something is, your efforts may not yield the desired results. Both qualities are essential to success, and developing one often helps to strengthen the other. To maintain focus and clarity in the face of distractions, it is helpful to create a conducive environment. This could mean physically organizing your workspace, limiting distractions such as turning off your phone or notifications, or carving out dedicated time for deep work. It may also mean creating a mental environment that supports focused practices like meditation, mindfulness, or journaling can help clear your mind and bring clarity to your thoughts. Time management also plays a critical role in focus and clarity. Managing your time well allows you to dedicate uninterrupted blocks of time to the tasks that matter most. The more intentional you are with how you spend your time, the more you can stay focused and ensure your actions align with your long-term goals. Scheduling your day in advance, setting aside time for deep work, and breaking your goals into smaller, manageable tasks can help you maintain both focus and clarity. Another helpful strategy for cultivating focus and clarity is visualization. Visualizing your desired outcome can help you not only clarify what you want to achieve, but also create a sense of urgency and purpose. When you picture the results of your hard work, whether it's achieving a career milestone, completing a project, or reaching a personal goal, you align your focus with that end result. This reinforces your clarity and strengthens your commitment to staying focused on your path. It's also important to cultivate mental discipline. Focus and clarity require a certain level of mental strength. This means learning how to block out distractions, resist the pull of short-term gratification, and stay disciplined in the pursuit of your goals. Mental discipline is what helps you stay on track when the road becomes challenging, when you feel tired or tempted to give up, and when the end goal seems distant. Regular reflection can help you maintain both focus and clarity. Take time regularly to evaluate your progress. Are you staying focused on your goals? Do you still have clarity about the direction you're heading? Reflecting on your progress allows you to make necessary adjustments. Ensure that you're aligned with your purpose and keep your focus sharp. It's a reminder that success is not just about pushing forward, but also about periodically pausing to ensure you're on the right path. The power of focus and clarity is transformational. Focus helps you direct your energy and efforts toward what matters most, eliminating distractions and staying committed to your goals. Clarity provides the roadmap, helping you understand where you are going and why it matters. When you cultivate both focus and clarity, you create a potent combination that empowers you to move steadily towards success, no matter how challenging the journey may be. With these qualities, you are not only able to navigate the complexities of life, but to do so with confidence, purpose, and the mental strength to achieve your greatest aspirations. Developing a growth mindset is one of the most powerful tools you can use to unlock your full potential and cultivate mental strength. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are not fixed traits, but can be developed over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. This mindset stands in contrast to a fixed mindset, which holds that your abilities are static and unchangeable. The key difference is that with a growth mindset, challenges, setbacks, and even failures are viewed as opportunities for growth, while a fixed mindset sees them as signs of inadequacy or failure. Having a growth mindset means embracing challenges rather than avoiding them. It means viewing every obstacle as a chance to learn, improve, and become stronger. When you face difficulties, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," you think, "This is an opportunity to learn something new and expand my abilities." This shift in perspective is crucial because it reframes the way you approach obstacles. Instead of seeing them as threats to your self-worth, you begin to see them as stepping stones on the path to mastery. A growth mindset also involves the belief that effort is a key component of success. In a fixed mindset, people often believe that if something comes easily, it means they are naturally talented or gifted. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset understand that mastery and success come from sustained effort, hard work, and persistence. They know that the road to success is rarely easy, and they are not discouraged by the challenges they face along the way. This makes them more willing to put in the effort required, knowing that their abilities will improve over time if they remain dedicated. Learning from failure is another crucial aspect of a growth mindset. Those with a growth mindset see failure not as a reflection of their abilities, but as an essential part of the learning process. Failure is viewed as feedback and opportunity to reflect, adjust, and try again. Instead of feeling defeated or discouraged, they are motivated to keep going, knowing that each mistake provides valuable lessons. This ability to embrace failure without taking it personally is one of the defining characteristics of a growth mindset and is essential for developing mental resilience. In contrast, those with a fixed mindset may avoid challenges altogether because they fear failure or feel that their abilities are being tested. When they do fail, they may experience a sense of defeat, shame, or discouragement, which can lead them to give up on their goals. Developing a growth mindset allows you to shift your relationship with failure and see it as an inevitable and necessary part of growth. Every failure brings you closer to success, as it provides you with insight into what works and what doesn't. Another important element of a growth mindset is the willingness to seek feedback. People with a growth mindset actively seek constructive criticism because they understand that it helps them improve. They are not defensive or protective of their self-image, but instead they value learning and self-improvement. When you actively invite feedback, you open yourself up to new perspectives, ideas, and strategies that can accelerate your progress. This willingness to learn from others not only strengthens your skill set, but also builds your confidence, knowing that you are committed to growing and evolving. Cultivating a growth mindset also means celebrating the success of others. In a fixed mindset, people might feel threatened or envious when others succeed, believing that someone else's success diminishes their own potential. But in a growth mindset, the success of others is seen as an inspiration, an example of what is possible. You understand that there is more than enough success to go around, and the achievements of others are proof that growth is possible for everyone. Rather than feeling envious, you are motivated and inspired to continue working toward your own goals. A growth mindset also encourages persistence. When you believe that your abilities can be developed, you are less likely to give up after encountering setbacks. You understand that challenges are temporary and that with time, effort, and learning, you will eventually improve and achieve your goals. Persistence is a cornerstone of mental strength, and developing a growth mindset makes it easier to stay committed, even when the going gets tough. To develop a growth mindset, you must first become aware of your thoughts and beliefs. Many people are unconsciously operating from a fixed mindset, believing that their abilities are static or that failure is a reflection of their worth. The first step to shifting to a growth mindset is to recognize these limiting beliefs and challenge them. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm just not good at this, or I'll never be able to do this, pause and replace those thoughts with growth-oriented statements like, I can improve with practice, or I'm learning and growing every day over time. These positive affirmations will begin to replace the limiting beliefs that hold you back. Another powerful way to cultivate a growth mindset is to set learning goals instead of performance goals. While performance goals focus on the outcome, e.g., I want to win this competition, or I want to get an A in this class, learning goals focus on the process of development, e.g., I want to improve my skills in this area, or I want to learn something new every day. When you set learning goals, you are less concerned about the immediate outcome and more focused on the growth process, which helps you stay motivated and open to learning even when things don't go as planned. Embracing challenges is a practice that strengthens a growth mindset. When you step outside your comfort zone and take on new challenges, you create opportunities for growth. Rather than staying in your safe zone, take on tasks or projects that stretch your abilities. Whether it's tackling a new skill, taking on a leadership role, or trying something you've never done before, the discomfort you feel in the face of a challenge is a sign that you are growing. The more challenges you embrace, the more resilient and adaptable you become. It's essential to surround yourself with others who have a growth mindset. Community and support are powerful tools for cultivating a growth mindset. When you are around people who embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and view failure as a learning opportunity, it reinforces your own belief that growth is possible. Sharing ideas, collaborating, and receiving support from others can fuel your own development and keep you inspired on your journey. Developing a growth mindset is one of the most important steps you can take toward building mental strength and achieving long-term success. It allows you to embrace challenges, persist through obstacles, learn from failure, and continuously improve. With a growth mindset, you begin to see every experience as an opportunity for development and every setback as a chance to learn and evolve. This mindset not only empowers you to achieve your goals, but also creates the mental resilience to handle life's inevitable difficulties with grace, confidence, and determination. When you believe that you can grow and improve, there is no limit to what you can accomplish. In conclusion, the journey to becoming mentally strong, resilient, and successful is one that demands focus, clarity, patience, persistence, and a growth mindset. It is a path that requires us to confront challenges, embrace failure as part of the process, and remain steadfast in our efforts, knowing that we are capable of growth and transformation. But ultimately, this journey is not just about our own willpower or effort. It's about aligning ourselves with a higher purpose, with the belief that we are not walking this path alone. As we reflect on the principles of mental strength, we can look to the teachings of Jesus Christ for guidance and inspiration. Jesus reminds us in the Gospel of Matthew, with God, all things are possible, Matthew 19:26. The strength to endure, the clarity to see our purpose, the patience to wait for the right moment, and the resilience to keep going in the face of adversity. These are not just qualities we can develop on our own, but gifts that come from our relationship with God. Jesus also taught us that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. It is through his strength that we can endure trials, overcome doubts, and rise above life's challenges. In the face of life's hardships and uncertainties, we are reminded to put our trust in God, knowing that His grace is sufficient for us, 2 Corinthians 12:9. He empowers us with the mental strength we need, guides us through the storms, and provides clarity in moments of confusion. Jesus calls us to lean not on our own understanding, but to trust in Him and His plans for our lives, knowing that His purpose is greater than anything we can see in the present moment. So as we strive to build mental strength, let us do so with the unwavering faith that we are capable of more than we can imagine, not through our own might, but through the strength He provides. With God at our side, there is no challenge too great, no setback too overwhelming, and no dream too big. Let us walk forward in faith, patience, and persistence, knowing that as we align ourselves with His purpose, we are empowered to fulfill all that He has called us to be.